Hi, kindergarten. I just wanted to read to you a story today. So this story is called The Snowy Day, and the author's name is Ezra Jack Keats. Do you remember what the job of an author is? Yes, the person that writes the words in the story. Okay, let's see. So I thought this book was fitting now that it's January and we have a little bit of snow. I know it keeps coming and going a little bit, but hopefully it's here to stay for a little while. All right. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. Crunch, 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 his feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. You can see the footprints along the bottom. He walked with his toes pointing out like that. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. Any guesses what you think it might be? It was a stick. A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Pages are getting stuck. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Nothing better than a warm bath after being outside in the cold. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. You can see how high those mountains of the snow is. You could hardly see them in between them. All right, so I have a few questions for you now that the story has finished. So, what was the boy's name in the story? Do you remember the boy's name in the story? What does the young boy do before going out in the snow? You had to listen very carefully. It was at the very beginning of the story. He did something before he went and got dressed to play in the snow. Do you remember what it is? Why does snow fall on the boy's head in the story. Do you remember there was a plop of snow that landed on his head? How did that happen? Can you remember two things? There were more than two things that the boy did, but two things that the little boy did while he was out playing in the snow. So what were some of the things he did when he was playing in the snow? And finally, why doesn't he join in on the snowball fight? Why do you think he didn't? Snowball fights can be a lot of fun. It's hard to say no, but why do you think he decided not to join in on the snowball fight? All right, so that's all for today, boys and girls. I hope you have a great day and enjoy your week. I miss you.